What's your first impression of the team?
Oh man, it's a great group of guys. Got in yesterday. The guys been very welcoming, so I'm excited to be here and I'm ready to roll.
Roquan, what was your impressions when you found out about the trade, and were you expecting to be moved?
Honestly, no. Because like I said, didn't plan to, but life happens at times, and got traded. So initially I was shocked, but I'm excited to be here. Good group of guys that's contending for a title, and that's what I'm in the game to play for, playing for a title. So I'm excited.
Did you have any relationships in the building, whether with players or if they looked at you when you were coming out in the draft? And you knew many people here before you yesterday?
Actually, I came up to Baltimore on a 30 visit back when I was coming out of college. So met some of the coaches, GM, and some of the players as well. And then I knew some of the players in the past, with like Urban, Houston being a Georgia guy, Mike Davis being in Chicago, a couple other guys. So it's a great locker room. I'm excited to be here.
Roquan, you already talked about wanting to be in the title chase. Is it a big deal to you to have a team trade for you because they sort of feel like they can win it all, and maybe you're the piece that gets them there? Is that?
Yeah, man, that means a lot, and I have a great deal of respect for this organization, the way they handle things. So I'm excited, and I know they're trying to get over the hump and win the big game, and so I feel like I can be one of the guys that can help with that. So I'm excited to be able to give everything I got to make that happen.
The lineage of middle linebacker, of course, in this franchise starts at 52. Do you have any relationship with Ray Lewis? You had any interactions with him before?
Yeah, I've actually had some interactions with him. I went down to one of his camps. It was like years ago. I think I was still in college then, but I have a great deal of respect for the guy. Guy's obviously a legend. Used to grow up in college and stuff, watching all his hype videos, highlight videos. So was just trying to get settled in, then plan to reach out to him, ask little advice and stuff with little things here about the city and things like that. So for sure.
Roquan, what do you think about this defense?
I'm excited, man. A good group of guys. Got some veterans. Got a nice little blend of veteran, younger guys, and the guys are hungry and want to win. So I'm all about that, and I'm excited.
Teaming up with Patrick Queen, what do you think of Queen so far?
Man, the guy's lightning. The guy plays good ball. He run and hit just like myself. So I'm excited for the duo. I think it's going to be very special, especially once we get rolling.
Why number 18, Roquan?
New start. Why not a new number? So starting somewhere new start. So I'm excited. Actually drafted in 18 as well, so it's pretty sweet.
Roquan, what are the steps of assimilating into a new defense? Are there calls? Are there things that you have to get used to? What is it?
Well, for sure. There's terminology things, but I feel like I have the mental capacity to do those things and be able to step right in and do what I need to do, and that's part of being a pro. So I put that on myself. It's never too early, never too late to learn a playbook. So I feel like I'll be in good stands. And then with the coaches in there and the players helping me out, it means a lot, and the guys trying to catch me up to speed. So I appreciate that a lot.
Roquan, I know you played on the weak side in that Chicago system. I know it's two different systems, but do you have a sense for what kind of role you're going to have here in this Ravens defense at linebacker?
Yeah, linebacker, run and hit and play good ball.
Roquan, I know that leadership is a big aspect of your game. How do you go about kind of establishing yourself as a leader when you're coming into a new team, new locker room, all of that?
Absolutely. I think it starts with just being myself, not trying to be anyone different, and just going out, busting my tail each and every day. And guys that respect the game going to respect that. And I feel like when it's my time to say things, I feel like I would say things then, but not trying to do anything special, just going to be me. And I feel like everything else will take care of itself.
What are the next 5 days going to be like ahead of Monday night games? All out cram session, or what do you expect?
No, I don't feel like it's an all-out cram session because I feel like I have a nice understanding of everything that we're doing here on defense, and that's part of being a pro. And those guys in the locker room are getting me right, and as well as the coaching staff helping me out big time. So I feel very comfortable with where I'm at right now, and by Monday I know I'm gonna feel even better. So I'm excited.
Roquan, what do you think Monday's going to be like? Prime time, first game as a Raven. Kind of envision it for us. What do you think Monday night running out there is going to be like?
It's going to be exciting, man. Being in the Superdome, then being out here with my new teammates, it's going to be pretty sweet going to war with those guys, and I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a wild atmosphere, but I think we're going to be ready for it, and I think we're going to come out flying around. I know I'm going to control my part and fly around.
Were there any discussions at all already of an extension of building on that, or is it just we'll deal with that at the end of the year?
I'm not really focused on that right now. It's everything's happened really, really quickly, so I'm just trying to focus on honing in on this playbook right now and getting to that once I get to it. But my main focus right now is learning the playbook, getting a great relationship with the guys, and then going from there.
Roquan, I know you mentioned Ray Lewis, but is there someone else, anybody else that you looked up to growing up?
Oh, man, I looked up to a lot of linebackers growing up, the Patrick Willis of the world. Man, it's so many. I could probably just rattle off names, but Ray Lewis, then you had Scott, who was here as well, was a great player. T. Suggs, even though he was outside. So there's a laundry list of guys that I looked up to.
Roquan, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you represent yourself? Do you have an agent, or are you self-represented?
I'm self-represented.
And Lamar does the same thing. Could you just describe the challenges of that, the benefits of that, and obviously you're comfortable with that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think times are changing, honestly, and I think players want to be at the table and want like 100% transparency. I think that's the major thing, and it's about being up the fee. I can like the fee that you're paying agents. You know, some do great jobs. I can be giving that charity or family, different things like that. But I also have a team of advisors as well, so it's not just me by myself.
Roquan, you talk about flying around and taking care of your business. What do you pride yourself on about your game? Is it that playing every snap at 100 miles per hour? What is it?
I think I pride myself on just giving everything I got while I have it and going out and being the best player that I can be. And I feel like if I go out and do that, good things will happen.
Roquan, do you think, obviously you guys play on Monday and you have the bye. Do you think that time kind of works for you in terms of getting up to speed by the time you guys get to that second game of yours?
Oh, yeah, man. It's going to be great, I think, with the bye week coming. But I'm not focused on that right now. Just focused on handling the Saints on Monday. And I feel like I'll be up to speed on Monday as well. So bye week could get here when it get here.
Do you remember your thoughts when you came for a 30 visit? Like, was this a place where you said, hey, if there's a chance they could draft me, this would be where I want to go?
Oh, no, I knew it was an amazing place, and I heard a lot from, guys around the league that's been up here, even Urban, when he came to Chicago years back, and how he talked about, mentioned the organization, first-class organization. So I had a lot of respect and talked to guys across the league. So I was excited when I found out it was Baltimore, so I'm excited.
Robert, did you get any big-time endorsements from players who no longer play in Baltimore, but maybe pass through that meant a lot to you about just the kind of organization, the kind of defense you were joining?
Not really guys that's been in the past and whatnot. It was just more so guys who I've known before, who maybe had short stints here, or just even people that have been on the staff and stuff like that have mentioned and said what a first-class organization, great facility, and they do things for the players. So that's perfect, and I love to be in a place like that.
Roquan, could you describe your mentality? Obviously, when you lead the league in tackles, that takes a certain approach to the game. You have skill. What is your mindset when you're playing football, and to the degree and the level of success you have?
Yeah, I think it starts early in the week, and I think that starts with knowing your opponent inside and out, and knowing what they like to do in certain situations, and really all situations, and then just going out and giving everything I got, and with my God-given ability, and then the coaches putting me in the best possible situation to succeed. And I think with a combination of all those things, I think it aligns for a great success more so.
We know you took the news kind of hard when Quinn got traded out of Chicago, and just curious, is there a sense of relief to have the trade deadline behind you now and sort of have a fresh start, as you put it?
Yeah, man, that was crazy when my guy Rob, because I have a great deal of respect for Rob, and then, just being caught off guard like that. But, never can be too surprised with how things happen over that way. And, I'm excited to be where I'm at right now, and I'm ready to my feet get on the ground and ready to take off.
Did you happen to see the clip of Patrick Queen marveling at how many tackles you had?
Oh, no, I haven't seen it. I got to get back on social media or something. I've been off social media for 4 or 5 months or so. I think I may need to get back on there to kind of start seeing something. I've kind of been out of the loop a little bit.
We saw one of your sayings is cooking with grease. Can you explain what cooking with grease means?
Yeah, when you're cooking with grease, have you ever touched hot grease? Yeah, when grease popping, it's hot and it's ready to go. You can put anything in there and it'll get fried up. So that's how I live.
All right, thanks, Roquan.
Thank you, guys.